There are two very distinct schools of thought, one scientific and one intuitive, one right brain, one left, one analytical, one imaginative. These rarely blend together, and in fact, it is highly frowned upon to blend them. But yet, we are seeing this everywhere because science requires the observer to actually work. In other words, consciousness is what defines the outcome of a scientific experiment. In my work, my books, my healing modality, the Academy, and overall philosophy, I have utilized the scientific method in all findings. Many mystics, healers, oracles, channels, etc. work with higher energies, some authentic, some not, to discern messages and bring light, hope, and truth to others. Technical science also will be defined by the consciousness of the scientist. If they are indoctrinated or unable to perceive outside of the box thinking, their outcomes will reflect this. It is impossible for the outcome of an experiment to not reflect the consciousness of the scientist. We have seen this all too well in the past few years. My methodology is different than both the analytical and purely intuitive because I study consciousness. To be able to study something that is not measurable in a technical way based on current technologies, an advanced consciousness, purity of attention, and healed whole personality must be at the root of this study. All outcomes, observations, and information is filtered through the lens of the observer. If the observer, being the healer, oracle, mystic, scientist, journal, etc., is distorted, their findings will also be distorted. To find the truth and understand the truth, one must realize all blocks, distortions, karma, and beliefs that do not align with the purity of source. This is the only way the lens is clear. Remember, we are talking about conscious truths, not physical reality. There are two different realities here. Physical reality has absolute truth. Quantum reality, or consciousness, has truth that is experienced in very different ways. And because of this, the way we study consciousness has to be defined by a different set of parameters, such as merging the analytical mind with the intuitive heart. Most spiritually aligned individuals know the truth. They know from their experience and connection. This is primarily subjective and does not take into consideration any outside reality structures or perspectives. Most individuals just need to connect to feel the divine. I utilize this approach as well, but I was shown a way to analyze my own experience with that of others, to define the map and the densities and realities that I've written about and studied, as well as to define, create, and perfect OPL Quantum Healing. Because I was inspired to discover this map, the cosmological map, this modality of OPL Quantum Healing, and utilize it for many different beings, perspectives, beliefs, etc., the way I navigated my findings had to be different. It could not be based off of historical accounts of spiritualists and spiritual paths. Even so, I am studious and have spent many, many years studying the works of Steiner, Bailey, Russell, and worked with divine beings such as the archangels, ascended masters, advanced ETs. I've studied quantum physics and vibrational medicine, and through all of this, I've found a common thread, and I've utilized this thread to write my books, build my healing modality, and define a cosmological perspective on human evolution through the light bodies. I have been studying and experiencing multidimensional travel for over 9 years, and this is daily. I began studying energy dynamics and energy healing about 15 years ago, and I have been teaching and have been a professional healer now for 12 years. I have a solid foundation of understanding on all aspects and was initiated into this knowledge through a lot of hard work, study, and practice. So how do we study consciousness without the technology to do it? First, we have to define what consciousness is. It is not the brain or the body. The brain and the body can give us signals as to what is going on with the consciousness or what consciousness is, but they are not the consciousness. Consciousness is intelligent energy. It is the fabric of the cosmos, the one source God expressing itself through many different experiences. It is everywhere and nowhere. It knows all. It is truly undefinable, but yet it can be felt. It can be known and understood. Consciousness is the sea of thoughts and feelings that vibrate out into the membrane or fabric of reality and create peace or chaos. It is essentially the foundation of everything. It moves through everything and is within everything. It is energy, but it is intelligent. The best way to perceive this is as the energetic structure of reality that can be connected to through our own connection to the one source, God. Everyone has a connection to this cosmic fabric of reality. Because of this, there are many common threads to all experiences. We can align and analyze others' experiences of the same fabric through a different lens. And as we do this, we're able to see commonalities, even though the experience and perspective, the titles, ideas, and understanding may be very different. We're able to break down the fundamental truth of the experience via many different individuals' experiences. I work with higher levels of consciousness, beings, and my higher self through meditation and multidimensional travel. Through this, I would receive visions. I began by studying myself, my energy, and how I respond to the meditations, experiences, and downloads I was receiving. I would have what I call spontaneous inspiration to try a very specific type of healing, and then I would channel what the purpose of that healing was, why it was important, and how it could help others. I would put that to practice and measure my energy field, my aura, my chakras, and my frequency. And I would watch and analyze the effects that session had over a period of time. I would then open up the work to friends and family and eventually open it up to the public. Every session, experience, and result was documented and defined. Through time and repetition, I was able to see the commonalities in all experiences and define the overall experience and purpose of the healing, activation, and evolution. I would also document and relate client experiences through the healing and ascension journey, utilizing OPL Quantum Healing and the Enzo Academy. Because we are working with spiritual realities and consciousness, there is no right way and no one way. No one can define, prove, or disprove any spiritual experience. That is not the point here. Or what we are doing is structuring the ascension process so that it is relatable to the human experience, stable to the energetic structure of the mind and emotions, and inspiring to the spirit. Through this process that I have thoroughly analyzed and repeated over many years, we are able to clear all karma through all past lives. We are able to safely and efficiently help individuals elevate their frequencies and level of consciousness. We are able to support the healing of emotional trauma and negative thought patterns. To successfully liberate and simultaneously integrate the soul spirit within the human experience. What this does is lead to true spiritual freedom within the higher spheres of consciousness, aligned with true source outside of any inversion, darkness, or suffering, bringing individuals into true joy, alignment, and a soul-based life founded on higher levels of consciousness.